A local attorney's office is getting flooded with phone calls from people who purchased the car at one of 3 car dealerships that recently closed. The problem is that customers say they were promised lifetime services with their purchase, free oil changes and state inspections for life. The dealerships that closed are the Hyundai, Kia and Nissan dealerships at the Hazleton Auto Mall. The Honda dealership remains open. Our Lisa Sugart sat down with attorney Chris Slusser, owner of the Slusser Law firm in Hazel Township.
It started out with 6 or 7 clients, Lisa, who contacted me about their concerns, and it was the same story. We purchased these vehicles, we were promised these items, we're not receiving them now, what can we do about it? One of those clients went on Facebook, and this is the power of social media, and posted that I did this, I bought this vehicle, and here's what's happening to me, and I went to see Attorney Slusser, and you should call him too.
So they did.
So they did. That was reposted almost 1,000 times in 24 hours.
Wow.
And as a result of that, I will tell you that in 4 days we received almost 500 phone calls from clients and customers who have nearly identical stories. And thankfully we've got a large staff at the office, so we're able to process those calls, and it's not a problem in processing those calls, but I was surprised by the volume of calls in such a short period of time. These people are upset, they're angry, and they're all saying the same thing. The incentive for me to buy this vehicle was what they told me I was entitled to, and now I'm not getting it.
So now what happens? Will there be a lawsuit? Will you be leading that effort, or where are you at in the process of all of this?
Very early on, this is within really the first few weeks of our even reviewing this potential cause of action or these claims. So what we're doing right now is our due diligence and our research and our gathering of information with regard to those folks who are similarly situated, who bought a vehicle, have those same complaints. We're gathering their information, and we're going to research whether or not we have a viable cause of action to provide them some remedy.
So with this situation, if I purchased a car there, can I take my car to another dealership and still get those promised services?
We've had a number of clients who tried to take that next logical step, and hoping that those promises would transfer, that maybe they were promises of the manufacturer,
right.
But they're being told those are promises that were dealer specific, and other dealers are not honoring those promises.
Now, are you asking for other viewers out there to call you if they're in a similar boat?
We are. If your viewers bought a vehicle from Kia, Hyundai, or Nissan from what was commonly referred to as the Hazleton Auto Mall, then we would ask you to give us a call. Let us know if you've got concerns similar to the concerns we've discussed. Then we'd like to hear from you.
What if it was in the fine print that said these services are only good for as long as we stay open? Does that matter?
So, not necessarily. The argument can be made that, well, again, we buried in the fine print, or it's in the fine print, it's in the documents that these services may not be quote-unquote lifetime. The problem is, and our argument is, under the consumer protection laws in Pennsylvania, when you make representations that may be considered deceptive or not exactly, not completely truthful or accurate, when you say lifetime or set for life, the consumer is hearing and believing, and you're inducing the consumer that is a benefit of their purchase of that product from you. So that has yet to be seen. That's part of the claims process that we're reviewing.
For more information, call the Slusser Law Firm at 570-453-0463. The topic will also be the focus of a new episode of Law Talk that will air next week on SSPTV.